Welcome to another one of my trip reports. Today I will be flying with Virgin Australia on board a Boeing 737 to my home city of Sydney. Today's trip report begins at Gold Coast International Airport. The Gold Coast is a holiday destination located in southeast Queensland, just north of the border between New South Wales. By far the most attractive place here would have to be the more than 17 kilometres stretch of pristine beach, with the most famous spot being Surfers Paradise. There are other attractions, such as different theme parks, glowworm caves and whale watching excursions, all of which I have done in the past and I would highly recommend. After spending an amazing time with my friends on the Gold Coast, it's time that I go home, and today I shall be doing that with Virgin. Interestingly enough, I learnt that this airport actually has several different international routes, such as flights to Japan, Singapore and New Zealand, with the most new route being to Denpasar in Bali, Indonesia. Once I had made my way inside, I proceeded to one of the many different check-in kiosks. Check-in was very easy and only took a few minutes to complete. Once the machine had spat out my boarding pass, I proceeded to bag drop, which is located just ahead with the usual Virgin Australia branding. Bag drop was equally as easy as check-in was, and once my bag was underway, I was guided by the ground staff to security. Security here at Gold Coast Airport has to be one of the best systems in Australia, with the most up-to-date X-rays and body scanners present. Immediately following security is a small food court with everything you'd expect to find, including Krispy Kremes, Hungry Jacks, cafes and bars, as well as many other different retail outlets. I spent my entire time chatting with my friends, watching them fly home to different cities. One by one they left on their flights until I was all alone. But I didn't have to spend too long alone, as my inbound aircraft arrived from Sydney, which is a Boeing 737-800, registered as Victor Hotel Yankee Victor Delta. It rolled off the assembly line in November 2011, making this aircraft 11 years old, and it was delivered brand new to Virgin Australia in the same month. The Gold Coast Airport has undergone construction of 4 new gates with jet bridges, and today my flight was departing from one of those gates, which will be gate 21 today. As I will be travelling in Economy X, I was invited to use the priority lane for boarding, as well as the business class, platinum and gold members. Virgin Australia 737s are in a 2-class configuration with 8 business class seats in a 2-2 config and 168 economy class seats in a 3-3 config. Rows 3, 4, 5, 13 and 14 are all Economy X seats, which are technically premium economy. The Economy X seat has 34 inches of pitch and 17 inches of width. There is a standard tray table that folds down and extends. In the seat pocket you'll find a safety card, menu and air sickness bags. Above are individual reading lights, air vents and flight attendant call button. We pushed back from gate 21 35 minutes behind schedule.
Cabin crew on pulse and cross check.
Welcome aboard. It's wonderful to have you with us. If the cabin pressure changes and oxygen is needed, your mask will drop from above you. Carefully pull the mask down to get the oxygen flowing. Remove seat is upright, window blinds are open, tray tables put away, and all bags are under the seat in front of you.
We taxied to runway 14 via Echo, Delta and Charlie. Now please enjoy this unedited takeoff footage. After takeoff, we turned right, setting up a southerly course towards Sydney. Flight time today is 1 hour and 11 minutes, covering a distance of 488 miles or 785 kilometers, cruising at 38,000 feet. On board Virgin 737s is complimentary Wi-Fi and entertainment. All you have to do is to join their Wi-Fi and connect using the pop-up ad, and it'll take you to the entertainment app, featuring movies, TV shows and games, as well as a very good in-flight map. Soon the crew began the in-flight service, and today I opted to try their savoury nut mix, as I had money credited to this flight. I also asked for a lemonade. Inside the pack were pretzels, macadamia nuts and cashews. All were very tasty, with just the right amount of salt. When the clouds finally parted, I was able to see the New South Wales town of Singleton. As I was booked in the middle seat, I was able to join the middle seat lottery, which is a lucky draw for all middle seat passengers. For the record, the person I was travelling with decided not to sit by the window, and gave me the window seat instead. Soon we commenced our descent into Sydney. Flying into Sydney from the north can give the most spectacular view of the city, depending on what side you sit on. Today is not one of those days, as I sat on the wrong side. As we approached the runway, we made a series of right-hand turns to align with the runway. Now please enjoy this unedited landing footage. After landing, we taxied back to the terminal via Uniform 1, Lima, Bravo and Golf. We pulled into gate 34 19 minutes late. Stepping off the aircraft and into the terminal, the thought that was consistently staying in my mind was, is Economy X really worth the price? I would say yes for the view, but no for the price, as other than the extra legroom and priority boarding, there is basically no perks. It is important to note that the priority screening service is only offered at 5 domestic airports, and access to preferred overhead lockers is not enforced. Therefore, you may not notice much difference until you take your seat. I've mentioned all this before, so I won't harp on about it. Overall, Virgin Australia, it's an excellent airline, and I'd highly recommend flying with them. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to check out my other videos, and don't forget to push that notification bell if you enjoy my content. And I hope to see you again in the next one. See you later.